How was it writing two female characters? One of them actually had very masculine qualities to her, though.
Yeah.
In the typical stereotype, she was very strong and was actually lifting him up.
Well, she's the older sister, and I have a very strong older sister. She was always the boss growing up, and even to this day, we still kind of have that fun. We have fun with it now, but still have that. And so, writing the older sister role in the film was easy because, and honestly, like there's a lot of strong women in my family lineage, even going back. I mean, an aunt on my mother's side was a postal carrier in Alaska back when she had to get around on a dog sled in the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
Long lineage of strong women. Great-grandmother raised her kids as a single mother during the Great Depression. My grandmother on my mom's side was, a working woman in the 50s and stuff like that. And so just strong women, to me, that's just how they should be written. And then just in my life, I've been one of those guys that's always had a circle of female friends. I actually enjoy them as human beings and as equals, and so know them on that personal level and not just seeing them as relationship or conquest. And so to me, even when I'm writing them, there's obviously gender differences in terms of how the specific experiences that they have throughout the film. There's going to be that, but I don't approach it like writing, oh, this is a woman character. To me, I'm just writing a character that happens to be a woman. My favorite author of all time, Jeanette Winterson, she once in an interview was asked how it feels to be such a well-respected lesbian author. And she retorted back, she's like, I'm not a lesbian author, I'm an author who happens to like women. I feel like from the writing perspective, that's how I should treat my characters, is yes, we all have aspects of our gender and race and all that does affect our specifics in life in a lot of ways, but in the end, I want to believe that we're all human beings and when I write them, I write different characters in that way. With an awareness of, whatever differences that they may have from myself, but not trying to make that their defining character trait. Does that make sense?
It does. Did you like a lot of female characters in film noir?
Oh, yeah.
Because they were quite strong
Yeah.
and at times conniving and clever.
Definitely. Definitely in classic films, it was interesting because, we think that era, we think very defined gender roles. But in classic films, you had Katharine Hepburn in Bringing Up Baby is one of my favorite performances of all time. She's just phenomenal in that, and a powerhouse. So there's so many great ones out there. Angela Bassett was one of my big favorites in Strange Days when I saw her in that, and just how incredible she was in that when I was, that was in the 90s, but just such a phenomenal performance. You have just so many strong, great performances by female actresses. We were mentioning Juliette Lewis earlier. I just think being able to bring that into a film, there's a lot of talk about that right now in terms of like social justice and all that. It's always been there. It's just it's not been as common as it should be. But I don't think it's doing anything new. It's not changing anything. It's just, to a certain extent, maybe it's just a reflection of our current selves, or of the people that created it. Like for myself, obviously, I said strong women are a natural part of my life. I'm going to have that in my stories. Potentially, others just haven't had that, and maybe that's why you don't see it as much in other films. But it's not like an active choice I make. It's just how they come out.